Alright, we have a 2006 GSXR 1000. We're going to do an engine pull. The first step is to drain the oil and coolant. So what you're going to do is look at the bottom of the pan towards the back. There should be a bolt. Go ahead and drain the oil out. Alright, so it is a 16 millimeter bolt. Go ahead and let the oil drain all the way out. And then you will put the drain plug back in and the oil filter will come off.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern king.
Your bolts up top, basically under the air duct that you need to get off so this can come loose. Should be another one down there as well connected to the oil cooler, so go ahead and loosen those. And this one does have a bolt actually, so you're gonna need to hold it with your finger or use a wrench. I'm getting it loose by using my finger. It's on the other side of the mount. Alright, so to get the radiator the rest of the way off, there was a 10 millimeter connected to the mount that goes to the engine, and then two 10 millimeters that went to the oil cooler. I did go to the left of the bike because that's the lower side of the radiator. So when you move it to the left side, most of it will leak out at least the access that's inside of the radiator. So just remove the 10 mils and then push it towards the left. Make sure you have your pan over there. Most of it will just leak onto the pan. The next thing you're going to want to do is get the headers off. Those are usually 8 millimeter Allens that connect to the engine itself, and then sometimes there are hangers in the back here in the middle, and if you have a slip-on, they're usually connected to the peg if it's a long one instead of a short pipe. So go ahead and get that exhaust off. Start with the header bolts and then move backwards. Alright, it's actually a 6 millimeter, so go ahead and just get those off. I like to just sit on the floor, makes it a lot easier, and then go one by one. So just loosen them. You could put PV blaster on them if they're corroded. This is a aftermarket exhaust, so the bolts are pretty good. Alright, so once you have the headers and the exhaust off, what you're going to do is start going from the top. So actually you can leave the oil cooler on there, you don't have to remove that. But essentially what you're going to do is go ahead and remove the seat, then the tank, and you're going to have your side fairings and stuff like that. So I will go step by step on how to do this and show you what else you need to do, but we're almost halfway done. Not too much more to go. Okay, start by removing the seat bolt, which is right there. Do both sides, and then you will move up to the tank. Alright, so the other two bolts are up here. This one is not the right bolt, but there should be a couple Allens right there. This one's a 14, and then an Allen was on the other side. So just go take those bolts off, and then you'll be able to lift the tank up. And then you're going to want to disconnect the hoses and stuff. Fuel injectors, these connectors have to come off, secondary as well. Throttle cables, usually a 12 millimeter on the bolt closest to the top, and then you can pull them off, get them out. And then sometimes what you need to do is go through this hole with a Phillips, and there are there's one on this side, one on this side. You just have to loosen it, that way you can get the throttle bodies off of the engine. There's other sensors and stuff down here, so just make sure you disconnect them. This has a power commander, so it's not going to look exactly the same, but it should be somewhat similar. You'll have your secondary butterfly valve connected, your throttle position sensor, and then your injectors and stuff like that. So just start disconnecting them. If you have to, use a needle nose. Sometimes these are hard to get off, but it should be straightforward. This harness comes up to your coils, so disconnect these as well. This is my first time dropping one of these engines, but it's pretty straightforward. This goes up to something, so you can just hang this off to the side. Some more stuff over here. Disconnect it. Pretty much anything you see connected, just disconnect it. So I like to loosen them. is probably a 10. Let me double check. Is either, it looks like an 8. It actually goes up to the relay. You can either disconnect that or you can disconnect them here. I usually disconnect them at the engine, so go ahead and just get those off. And the connections, pretty much everything there. Okay, so after you have most of that stuff up front disconnected, other than that, it came out pretty easy. So anyway, that's 2005, 2006 GSXR 1000 motor removal. Thanks for watching.